It's the end of 2015, and of course, like everyone, I've been reminiscing about what occurred over the year, thinking about making lists like I do with anime. But when I was thinking about visual novels, I thought about how much happened over the year. It's an exciting time to be a fan of visual novels, so what better time is there to reminisce about the recent past than now? Welcome to Rockmandash Rambles, and today I'm going to talk to you about how this year has been huge for visual novels. The story really starts in 2014, when Sakai Project came out of nowhere and started grabbing partnerships and licensing deals of many well-known visual novels. They took the industry by storm, while Manga Gamer was minding their own business and staying rather obscure while doing it, and Jast was doing nothing. Sakai Project did a really great job in getting the name of visual novels out here in the West, and getting their own name out, producing things, and getting the industry moving again. While a lot of visual novels that came out recently in the West have been gag visual novels, these gag games have helped propel the genre into awareness in the gaming community and made it a known genre in the West, when before they really were not. Sakai Project proved to Japan that the Western market is a viable market by, actually releasing stuff, and because of that, we got tons of great visual novels, many of them being some of the biggest in the genre. Stuff like Grisaya, Jisenjo no Mao, Konad. They all came out this year, and they all shaped how visual novels are seen in the West. That being said, they don't have a perfect record, and many of their works haven't been released yet. Come on! Just release World End Economica already! Come on. Just come on. And it's not just Sakai that's been releasing tons of games. Manga Gamer has been continuing their trend of releasing great stuff, especially this year. Higurashi, Kara no Shoujo 2, which is personally my favorite visual novel release this year, Eden. There's a lot of great titles they've released lately, precisely because they need to keep up with the competition and they just can't lollygag forever. Well, I guess they could have. Just look at Jast, yeah, nothing's going on there. But, they've been releasing stuff, and that's only great for us. Also, in general, the quality of visual novels on Steam has kept on going up, with Steam really propelling visual novels in the West. Even if you don't like Sakai Project, their effect is clear. They bring Western localization to the table in Japan and got visual novels known in the West. Also, who can forget about the Kickstarters, which just kinda seems like a pre-ordering system now due to Sakai Project releasing Kickstarters faster than their games? But they really have made the genre viable in the West. We got tons of indie games that are great. And of course, the bigger titles like Konad and Grisaya, but big title this year, the landslide, was the move of Kickstarter, raising $1.2 million and bringing the community together in ways we've never really seen before. The move of Kickstarter was huge, probably the biggest release we've seen thus far in relation to getting visual novels known in the West. Also, I just kinda have to say here, if you're one of those naysayers who keep on complaining about these companies being lazy and you shouldn't support a localization of a work that's already had a translation, I'm just gonna tell you, shut up. Well, I don't want to be rude like that, so take it as you will, but I couldn't disagree with this argument more than I do. First of all, while everyone pretty much just ignores them, when you look at them from a legal aspect, fan translations are illegal. And while fan translators themselves don't promote piracy, the release of fan translations generally do. They promote piracy because that's the easiest way to get them. Maybe to those who argue this, bringing these visual novels to the West is an easy way to produce new revenue and it's lazy. But this safe income fuels localization for new titles in the West. While kinda differently, we see this with Manga Gamer. They release their hentai stuff so they can localize the stuff they want to, like the Midori releases. Also, it's a way for collectors in the West to get their own copies of games they want, so I can't see why this is bad for the consumer. Also, there's been more than just rehashes, and we've seen quite a bit of new stuff, like Ame no Marginal, Sound of Drop, and Cursed Sight. Visual novels that have never seen English releases, and this will only keep on coming. Even non-official releases have been pretty solid this year. Dakiga, the Move Love guys, They've shown the visual novel community that they're pretty chill with fan translations, especially from alternative projects, who's been turning out The Day After and Kimi no Uso, which is awesome. On another note, the Type Moon community Beastway revived another dead translation with Mahu Sakai no Yoru, with half of it released so far, and man, it's fucking amazing. One of my favorites of all time, and it easily it easily slots into my top 5. You were totally correct there. On another note, Magikoi and Magikoi S, games I've had recommended to me but I've never played, has both excited everyone involved in the West and also scared everyone due to failures of backupping. But hey, it's risen out of the dead and out of translation hell, and that's what matters. We got the game, and that's awesome. And there's so much more. I'm just barely scratching the top of this. Also, visual novel announcements have been almost insane this year, with so many great titles getting the A-OK that it's ridiculous. AX in particular had tons of great announcements. My faith in humanity was restored and I reached a kind of state of bliss with the announcement of Zero Time Dilemma, a continuation of Uchikoshi's amazing Zero Escape. Sakai Project had a ball with tons of mind-blowing releases, like the amazing Jisenjo no Mao announcement. They announced the localization of Root Double Before Crime After Days, which has me very excited for 2016. They announced an Arkisu remake, and more. Manga Gamer announced that they got Yumi Neko for localization, and Ryukishi also announced he has his own new game, and even Jazz got on the announcement ball with Innocent Gray's Flower, which is really strange. I'll be glad to play it when they release it in 20XX. Other than AX though, we've had a lot of great announcements too. Harmonia by Key is coming next year with the simultaneous English release. We're getting the Kamige Subarashi Hibi officially, and so much more. So that leads us to what this all means. While 2014 started this whole thing, 2015 was visual novels getting in a stride. The first time where it felt like the West actually mattered in the creation of visual novels. A huge step of progress for visual novels in the West. This is big. Like, probably one of the biggest things that can happen to visual novels in the West. And this can only lead to more. 2015 was an awesome year for visual novels in the West, and let's hope this continues. This has been Rockmandash, signing out.